So this is Sumer, the music mogul, the caffeine global, the comic man, the astronomic man. And this is the Mad Mouth Show. So today we're going to talk about Brentford versus Chelsea. But before that, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to press the bell icon to get all the further updates. Now, last weekend, we all know how Chelsea dominated Arsenal. We destroyed them. 70% of the game, we controlled the game and we completely outnumbered them. So, we should definitely go into this next game in a very positive way, because we've played the last game really well, even though we didn't win the game. And I'm sure a lot of the Chelsea fans are very gutted about this, but we have to move forward and we have to be positive about it because we didn't lose the game, but it was a draw, but it felt like we've lost the game because when you outnumber Arsenal for 70% of the game and not win, it's not a good feeling. But we see all the positive signs and we've come a long way after last season. We all know how bad that was. So we should be positive and move into this week with vengeance to win. Now, Brentford. So, Thomas Frank, we all know how tactical he is, and we all know what a good manager he is. In my opinion, he is very underrated. Like, if you give him a lot of money and all the funds, he can definitely put up a really strong squad. But he is doing whatever he can with Brentford and he is giving it his 100%. So we should not take them lightly. And Brentford are a very counter-attacking team, so they can catch us on a counter. But we've not been so bad either. We've learned to deal with counter-attacks and all the press, and we've been doing pretty well. Now, Thomas Frank, we all know what a good manager he is. He cannot be taken lightly, and we should not underestimate him. I'm pretty sure they're going to come out full guns blazing and they're going to come and give us a really big fight. But because of our last result, we should go there with a lot of confidence and go there to win. This time, if we don't win, then there's something really wrong with Chelsea because after such a good performance against Arsenal, we need to be confident and destroy the other team. So I feel we're going to go there and do a really good job. Brentford do have a very counter attacking team and they can maintain their low block very well. So if we get stuck in the low block, then it's going to be really difficult to get any result out of them. And we also have to be careful about all the counter attacking. But since we have some of the best defenders like Thiago and Colville, there is not too much to worry about. Now, I know last week I promised a watch along, and unfortunately, because of some technical reasons, that could not happen. And hopefully, this Saturday, I'm going to organize it and get it done. You know, the funny thing about watch alongs, like, why do people watch alongs? Even I used to wonder what the hell are people doing? Why are they sitting on YouTube and, like, blabbering shit and giving all their opinions in the beginning? For me, that was like, I found it really weird. But then there were days when I would sit and watch the match all by myself and I used to be bored. So one day I just like put on some watch along and it kind of felt like I was watching it along with somebody. So I know some people might be wondering the same thing, but it does feel good when you're alone, and it's always good to have somebody else, the presence of somebody else along with you. So please do join me in my watch along, and hopefully I will get it working. So now Poch has to step it up a notch. Yep, this is time for Poch to work his magic. He has really been instrumental in bringing us to this place. And now I think he knows how his players are performing and he needs to up his game. This is the time for him to step it up a notch. So, Poch, please step it up a notch. Now, before we get into the next segment and talk about the lineups, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon. So, now let's get down to the lineup. Well, we all know how Poch likes to play his 4-3-3. So, we are going to go with the 4-3-3. And in my opinion, we should stick with the same lineup. I feel the lineup was spot on and there should be no changes. Although, yeah, Sanchez, in my opinion, made individual errors, and for that, he should be benched, but he has performed very well in all his other games. So we can cut him some slack over there, and he is going to start for me. Now, in the defense, we have the Rolls Royce of a man, Thiago Silva, and Levi Colwill. It's a really amazing partnership as Thiago is 39. He's like almost double of Levi's age, and Levi is so young. But they are both partnering up so well. It's very nice to see this combination. But also, Thiago is like a legend. Now, on my right fullback, I'm going to keep Gusto as it is. He completely destroyed Martinelli and he was controlling everything on the right hand. He also made a small individual error, which is fine, but he's only 19, so we should cut him some slack. And also, Reese is not fit to go to start, so I don't think Reese should be starting again because we all know how injury prone he is. So he needs to get in the team slowly, not at this stage. And at left back, it's very surprising, but Mark Cucurella is going to keep his spot. He has completely surprised everyone. We were going to sell him to Manchester this year, but he has proved us all wrong, and he's also been performing really well. Now, let's move to the midfield three. We all know how the midfield three is cooking right now. They are really getting used to playing with each other and are really dismantling different midfields. Caicedo in the middle and Enzo and Gallagher on either sides is going to be my midfield three. And I'm sure we're going to dominate and get past Brentford in the midfield. Now, on top is the little confusing part because Mudryk performed well and so did Sterling and so has Palmer. And even Nico Jackson has been playing really well. So, how do we integrate all four of them? Well, I think we need to stick with Mudryk, Sterling, and Palmer. All three of them last game were completely outnumbering Arsenal. And in my opinion, they need to start. Jackson, anyways, has a small injury on his arm, so I feel he won't be as fit as the three of them. Cole Palmer will obviously be as the false nine, but we all know how Palmer and Gallagher they come in the middle and they dominate. They come back, they go ahead and they dominate. So with Mudryk and Sterling on both the sides and Cole Palmer in the middle is going to be my lineup for the Brentford versus Chelsea game. Now, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Adios.